Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So let's jump right into it because I know this video is very late. We're going to be getting into the Makartt Your Nail Art box for the month of March. So the first thing in this box we are going to get are these little I want to call these like little diamond caviar beads. They kind of remind me of caviar beads, but if you look very closely, they look like the diamond studs, which are very fascinating. You get two colors, blue and sort of like a charcoal gunmetal gray. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but yeah, we get those. And the next thing we're gonna get in this box are some clear iridescent rhinestones, which reflects a really pretty blue and purple. You get 6 different sizes. We also get a glitter top coat. This is what it looks like. I am gonna swatch these once I finish unboxing everything. And then we also get this temperature changing gel polish, which is called Frosty. And as you can see on the bottle, it's sort of like a gradient from darker blue to like a white, and that is the color that it changes once it's in the temperature. As you can see here is a very like bright royal blue. And then it also has like a little shimmer to it, which I think is very cute. The next item we get in this box are some Rhinestone Decor, which is just some rhinestones. We get a few different colors and different sizes as well. And then one thing I was most excited for in this box are these beach themed like nail decor. We get some really huge seashells and like some starfish. We get some pearls. I think this is like so pretty, and it definitely screams summer. I really like these little seashells. Like, they are just so pretty. But one thing I don't know, like I just couldn't really like decide if I wanted to put it on the nail. I kind of felt that the other seashells were like a little too big, but I did like them. It's so cute and adorable because they literally look like mini seashells. Like, they feel and look so real, and like I haven't seen anything like it, especially as it being a nail charm. I really did love the starfish. And then we have some little stones here. I really love the theme of the box. Like, everything just ties so well together. And then the last thing we get are these 2 polygels. So the first color we get is called Bloom, which is like a really pretty pink. And then this is the second color, which is a reflective glitter, and I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna try. So now getting into the swatches, I got my swatch this out, and I'm gonna start by swatching out the glitter top coat. So this is just a glitter top coat, as it says on the bottle. Very self-explanatory. So this is a regular top coat, but if you wanted to spice up your nail design with like some glitter, basically you just go in over top of everything, cure, and you are done. Since it is a top coat, you won't need to add another additional clear top coat on top of it because like it's a top coat within itself. And I like that it also saves you another trip to the UV light. So I did want to see how it actually looks on top of a color, so I grabbed the closest Makartt gel polish that was next to me, and I just did 1 coat of that color on the swatch stick. I went ahead and cured it, and now I'm just applying the glitter top coat. For this go around, it was a little bit harder to kind of get them a little bit even, so I had to kind of tap it on, you know how you do the glitters. Sometimes you do have to tap on the glitters because it doesn't come on very evenly. But yeah, this is what it looks like on top of a color. And now let's swatch Mr. Frosty here. So like I said, this is a temperature changing gel polish. It looks really pretty inside the bottle. I love that royal blue color, and as I went to go swatch it, I did think it was going to be a little bit more opaque, but in certain lightings and different angles that you turn it, you will see that it is a little bit more opaque. It's kind of hard to explain, but once I finish getting this gel polish on, you will see exactly what I mean. So as you can see here, it's kind of thin. It doesn't look very like opaque, but once I wipe down the sides and with my hand behind it, it looks more like opaque. And so I'm going to cure it. Like I said, it is the temperature changing gel polish. I'm letting it cure for 30 seconds, and then once I take it out the light, it immediately turns like this really pretty white, glittery, almost like a white pearlescent. Really pretty color. So now getting into the polygel swatches, I'm going to start off by swatching the pink color, which is called Bloom. And of course they all came sealed to protect the polygel, and I decided to swatch them inside of a swatch stick just because I actually wanted to like see how the color reflective was actually going to look. And like, I don't know, like I was just feeling that I would swatch them on swatch sticks instead of the little white lint-free wipe that I always use. But I really love the Makartt consistency. Makartt always has a really good consistency, no matter if it's like clear, glitter, or solid colors. If you do like a firmer polygel, Makartt is definitely the way to go. I absolutely love their polygels, and they do have a different range of colors. They have so many different polygel kits that you can choose from on the website. Then also they do have a memorial sale. I do still believe they are doing their 50% off sale, and you can get an additional 15% off using my discount code, which I always will have linked down below. But as you can see, I'm swatching out the second color and I'm having no problems doing so. This is actually a reflective glitter, I believe. With immediate flash, you are able to see what the colors look like with that effect. I do believe I forgot to add that in here, but yeah, these are the colors. Once again, that purple shade is not included. I just wanted to see what it would look like on a solid color. Yeah, here's all of the colors. I really do love it. The glitter top coat is very pretty. I love the holographic glitters in them. I like to get these close up of these really pretty glitters. Like once you see all of the glitters in them, you will definitely fall in love with these. I really did love all of these colors. And once again, this is everything that came in the matte box. Unfortunately, since I did wait, or like I wasn't able to get my voiceover done, so I am a little bit late. And if you are wanting to buy this box, unfortunately you won't be able to get it, but you can still subscribe to the Your Nail Lab box to get the June box. I'm really excited to see what they have in the June box because my birthday is in June, so it sort of will be like a surprise from Makartt. So getting into the nail design, so this was not actually the video I had filmed for this, which is also why it kind of took me a little bit longer. I did remove all of the footage that I actually recorded for this video, and I'm gonna save it for another video. So I am wearing my protective UV gloves that came in my May mystery box from Double Dip, and I'm just going in with some top coat onto my nails because I did apply my UNT peel off base coat, and this is just my second layer of top coat. Gonna cure that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with the Makartt brush on glue to apply my nail tips. I do believe these nail tips are from Secret Nail Affair. These are the sculpted XL square flat tips. I'm not sure, but I will have them linked down below. And as always, I do cut my thumb down just a little bit shorter than the other nails. I didn't want to cut these nails down, but I do find out like once I clip off literally just the number, it gives these nail tips a little bit more of a crisper shape before I go in with the product, because trying to file the free edge of these nails, especially when you have long peel off base coat and long nails, it's just so difficult. So I find just clipping off the numbers kind of help with the shaping a little bit. And to keep it very simple, I'm starting off with that reflective glitter, and I'm just going to do a full coverage of that on my ring finger. And I'm also using my Eevee Long Hair Pretty Nails polygel brush to apply these polygels. So like I always mention, Makartt's polygel consistency is so good. Like this is the best polygel on the market, especially when it comes to the consistency. I will always brag about Makartt's consistency because it's very nice, it's very easy to work with, it doesn't run at all. And like I said, if you do like a stiffer polygel, this is definitely the way to go. So yeah, I'm just putting that at the tip, and at first I was just gonna do like the coverage just for the color and then go into encapsulate. But then I remember I was watching someone's video, I can't remember who it was, but they used this polygel from this box and they said you didn't have to encapsulate it. So I was really trusting them for this. I didn't want to mess it up. I wish I remembered who said that so I can mention them, but unfortunately right now, like, I'm all over the place trying to do this voiceover in the morning. Like, I'm just a little bit everywhere right now. So yeah, I can't remember who told me that, but they did say you didn't have to encapsulate this polygel. So I'm just building it up with the actual color. So I did go ahead and cure that and now get it into the second nail. So I am going to be doing an ombre with this color and another color from Makartt. So I'm just putting that at the tip, basically how I did the first layer of my ring finger, and just very simple. I'm just going to pat this over the tip of the nail and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. I wanted to point out how good it looks like with my black glove in the background. Like, it looks like, I think it gives the nail a little bit more of like a soft aesthetic touch to it, but like once I put it like this so you can see against the white paper towel at the back, it kind of looks a little bit like see-through. It doesn't really affect anything or is not really important. I just wanted to point that out. But now for the ombre, I'm not going to use the other polygel that came in this box. I'm going to be using this nude color from Makartt, which is a 2-in-1 powder, and it's called Show Off. This was included in the Natalie Carmona box when she collaborated with Makartt. And I'm going to be starting like at my nail bed area, and I'm just going to start blending this down. But once I did start blending this down, I kind of went off to the side to make it a little bit slanted, and that just kind of gave me the idea of making it like waves and the sand and the beach. Like, that's exactly what I was going for, so it worked out really nicely in the end. So once I get like the cuticle area, I do start to go down like more on the left side of the nail. I'm gonna take it over that side and just kind of fade it down and slant it off. I do feel like this go around with these Makartt acrylic powders, I did work a little bit neater this time, because over time I have found out like working with these beads a little bit drier than normal. Like, I go to pat my bead with every acrylic powder that I use, but with the Makartt ones you want to make sure that you really drain it, otherwise the beads will be very runny and it will be very hard to work with. Once you get the hang of it, I do feel like it's very easy to work with. These are very beginner friendly, and if you don't know, Makartt has just launched like 63 or 36, I can't remember, but they launched like a lot of new colors recently, and you can find them on the website or the Makartt app, and you can save 15% using my discount code. Once again, I do believe they still have their memorial sale or their 50% off flash sales, so go ahead and buy some items, stock up while they have a sale. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Your Nail Lab box if you would like to get these boxes every month. So this is how that nail is looking, and I'm gonna go in with some base coat so I can add on my little starfish and seashells and starfish and seashells. So I'm just putting some base coat on to give these something to stick to, and I do have to add just a little bit more since these are a little bit more heavy. Here's a closer look of them, and I'm just going to be adding like 2 starfish and a seashell just to keep it very simple. Once I had the placement to my liking, I did go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to my pinky nail, except for the nude color ombre. I'm going to fade it down on the right side so that the seashells will be like in the middle and it kind of flows together a little bit more. But as you can see here, I'm just doing the glitter color at the tip, and then once I get that how I like it, I'm going to cure it at the nude ombre at the seashells. And I will be adding something more to this one, and I really loved how it turned out, but I'll explain that part once I get to it. So for the something different that I mentioned, as I went in with the base coat to apply my seashells, I felt like I should make this look a little bit more like the waves crashing onto the shore. So I went in with my little, I'm not sure what to call this brush, but I use it for my 3D sculpted like flowers when I do those types of nails. But I'm just taking that on some white gel polish, and I didn't cure the base coat, so basically it sort of works as like a blooming gel. I'm just kind of tapping my brush onto the nail to kind of make it look like the waves. For like the base part, I do make it a little bit faded. I do go in with more of the gel polish, but just on the tip of my brush, and I basically put like a little thin line just to kind of give it like that effect of it being, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it kind of adds like detail to the nail. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but basically I don't fade it out as much as I did the base layer. And so I did like it, so I added some more base coat to my index nail, and I'm just trying to repeat the same thing on this one. But the thing is, with this one, I did like how it looked the first go around, but I did want to try to save a trip in the light. So once I finished this, I did go ahead and add some more base coat to my pinky nail, and then I added my seashells and sea stars. But as I was adding that, the base coat made the white gel polish like fade a little bit, so I did have to go over it a little bit more, and I don't know, like it just didn't look the same, but it wasn't bad either. But I should have just went ahead and cured it so it could have stayed exactly how I liked it. I'm just adding on the little starfish and seashells. I'm gonna cure that, and this is what the nails look like. I really do love these nails. These were my absolute favorite. So now for my middle finger, I decided to keep it very simple, and of course I wanted to add this color just a little bit more in the set. So I'm gonna do a full coverage nail on my middle finger, and I absolutely love this nude color. Like, this is literally the perfect nude. And as you can see, my beads are a lot easier to work with now that I do pat them out just a little bit drier than I normally would. So the key to this nail, I made it very thin. I wasn't going to encapsulate, of course, since this is a pop-off set, but yeah, I'm just starting to keep my nails very thin now. Usually I would go in with a lot of layers trying to build it up, but I'm just gonna keep it very simple and keep this nail very thin so that I don't have to do a lot of filing. And then after I did that nail, this is what it looks like. And then I also did my thumb off camera. I just did it a solid blue reflective glitter. I'm really loving the way these nails are turning out. They look a lot better than I thought. Like, I really love how when you have an idea in mind and when you start to create that set, it just flows together so perfectly, and like, I just love that feeling. So now I'm just going to be encapsulating only 2 of my nails. The only nails I'm going to be encapsulating are the ones I put the ombre and the seashells and starfish on, just because of course I need to cover those so I don't foul into my little metal decor pieces. And as you can see, this clear is very easy to work with. I really love Makartt's clear. It's very clear. And just a tip for doing clear polygel: if you do have problems with it being like very foggy, try using some 91% ice purple alcohol or base coat as your slip solution. When I used to use like 70% rubbing alcohol trying to encapsulate clear, the nails would turn out so foggy and I would wonder why, and I just could never figure it out. And I heard Nails by Vic say she used like 91% ice purple alcohol, so I tried that and it worked like a charm. I had no problems with it ever since. So here's what the nails are looking like now. So how did we get to this part? I did go ahead and encapsulate my pinky nail off camera. I did go ahead, file shape and buff off camera as well. I didn't want to bore you guys, and of course I didn't want to make this video too long. I was working on it very late. I was very tired, so I just went ahead and edit all of that out. So now I'm just adding some top coat onto my nails. If you have been watching me for a while, you do know why I like to add the top coat first before I go in with my charms. But if you are new, I do like to go in with top coat before I add my charms, because I hate trying to add the top coat around the charms and it gets that build up and the nails look, I don't know, like they just look very messy. So I like to just do the top coat first and then go on top with some rhinestone glue and place the charms exactly where I want it. This was my favorite nail to add the top coat to. As you can see, it looks so pretty with the top coat going onto it. It looks so glittery, and I do think I forgot to show like the flash effect with the flashlight. So I didn't get that in the video, but if you add like direct flash to it, it becomes very reflective and it's super pretty. So now once I have that cured, I do take my Makartt Rhinestone Glue and I just go in where I want to place the charms. Applying this rhinestone glue was my first attempt, but me adding on the charms are not my first attempt. It took me a few tries to get them exactly how I wanted them placed. I did want to try to use as many as possible just because I had them there and I just didn't know how to add them to make them look cohesive. I actually did want to do like a starfish and kind of do a cluster like slanted on the nail, but I didn't end up doing it because the starfish was like very complicated. The starfish was very like weird to add because they was just so hard to place on the nail, and then the more I kept working with them, the little legs kept breaking and chipping off, and I didn't want that, so I just stopped and I tried something else. I added those pearls there. Those was like the regular ball pearls. I didn't like how they looked because they looked too bulky, so I took them off and then I went in with some of the other flat back pearls that I had, and I went ahead and finished my design off camera. I did add a little bit more. You will see that once I finish. But for this set, since we are working with a lot of Makartt products, I did want to keep it like that, so I'm going to be taking the soy cuticle oil from Makartt and applying it to my cuticles. If you have tried this cuticle oil, you know that it doesn't feel or look like regular cuticle oil. Like, it doesn't have like that oily feeling to it. That is different, but I really like it. As you guys know, I hate feeling oily, so that was like a very good thing for me. And I also feel like this is the type of cuticle oil that you don't have to rub in. I know you guys seen those posts where the nail tech like just put the cuticle oil up there very neatly and like it looks very good. I do think this is like that type of cuticle oil, but enough about that cuticle oil. This is what the nails look like, and I absolutely love how this set turned out, especially the pinky and the index. The pinky was my absolute favorite. I do think I kept it kind of plain, and as I was taking my pictures, my sister was like, I think you should add some of these starfish, just add a little bit more, just go all out. And then off camera, this was not like planned at all, so off camera I was just like, let me just try to do something, make it like very blingy, and add some of the starfish, more of the seashells, and this is what I came up with. I really do like it. I just thought of doing like a trail of like stones and starfish, like just stuff on the beach, and I really did love how the set turned out. So yeah, like I said, I am a little bit late with this video, so you won't be able to get this box, but you still can subscribe to it to get the June box. But yeah, let me know what you think about this set down below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.